Hey everybody, welcome back. We are ready for another biology experiment. It is the DNA extraction today. So we're going to be looking at some peas and hopefully some DNA strands that are going to come out of this. So thanks for checking it out. Here's our list. Here's our list of ingredients. We need a blender, toothpick, clear liquid hand soap or dish soap. It's going to be dish soap today. Some salt, some water, a strainer, a small glass, meat tenderizer, rubbing alcohol, next page, and a half cup of split peas, measuring cups and spoons, and a flashlight. And the goal is we're going to extract DNA from pea so we can see what DNA looks like. Welcome back. We have the blender, we have the toothpicks, we have the half cup of peas. I cooked them a little bit. They're not really split peas, but some of them are split. They're just kind of cooked. So they're Kroger peas. We've got salt. We've got a cup. We've got a strainer. We've got, let's see what else. We've got the flashlight. We've got meat tenderizer. Of course, I got into looking for this at Fred Meyer, and they said absolutely not. This is not for meat. I said it's for biology. They said, okay, go to Winco. So I did, and here it is. And then here's our alcohol, and isopropyl alcohol, by the way. And then also our dish soap. This is kind that doesn't have smells or stuff like that. It's natural, so hopefully it works. And also, it's not adding anything extra, so that's good. And we'll see how it goes. So the first thing we're going to do is take a quarter teaspoon of salt and dissolve it in a cup of water. I measured a cup of water, and since I'm getting some slack for measurements, this is officially a quarter teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to add that to the water. There it is. Of course, this is some nice Himalayan sea salt, and I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Nice, spork, and looks pretty salty, mixed up. And the next thing we're going to do then is we're going to add the water, and we're going to add the half cup of peas to the blender. Here go the peas, and we're going to blend them up for about 20 seconds. So I'm just going to do the blend option. Nothing too crazy. And we're going to blend it up. And that looks pretty good. It says it's supposed to look like pea soup, and I would say it does. That, or other things. It's a little frothy right now, so I'm going to let it. Not that it makes a big difference, but you can kind of see that the peas are well broken up, and we're going to strain that off into a cup, and we're going to see how that goes. So hopefully this will go well, and we'll see what's going on. All right, here it goes. Hopefully no broken eggs in this video. All right, so far so good. Not too full, I don't want to make a huge mess. But you can see, I hope, right underneath the liquid is straining through the strainer. Straining through the strainer. That's a great description. Using the same word twice in a sentence. Just shaking it a little bit just to get the liquid through a little faster. And adding a little bit more. I don't know if I have to have the whole thing or not. I don't think so. But we'll just let that strain on through and check on it here in a little bit. It's actually been a while since started straining it, and the top of it, it got all, so you can see it got pretty plugged up. But so not all of it has gone through, some of it has. And so there may, if there's any differences between, we have a good amount of the pea solution that's a mixture that's now gone to the bottom, or that's been strained through. And so hopefully that doesn't really make a big difference in terms of the concentration of soap to solution. So I'm putting in 1 teaspoon of, or 1 teaspoon, yep, of soap. It calls for 2, so there's number 1. And I'm going to put another one, number 2. And a little bit less full just because we've got a little bit less solution. So, and it at this point, excuse me, it says to swirl. You like your pea mix shaken or stirred, or, well, I like mine swirled apparently. So we're going to swirl it around. Whoops, didn't show it on camera. Swirling. You can see it swirling. And the soap is in it, and we're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes. So here we are. Timer. And all right, so we're going to watch the timer for 10 minutes. But here we are. Oops. So it's going over the side, so most of it is going into the cup. And that's probably about as gentle as it's going to get. But for the most part, it is sitting on top, and you can see kind of a separation here. And one of the things we're supposed to be seeing now, and looks like there should be little white strands that start to form, and that actually is what we're looking for. Kind of calling this the DNA denaturing or structure of the peas. So we've, just a quick recap, we added some salt to some water, and then added that to some cooked peas, blended it in a blender, strained it into the cup, added some dish soap, 2 tablespoons of dish soap, let it set for 10 minutes. Then we added a 1/4 teaspoon of the meat tenderizer, just like we added a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to the water earlier. And we have just added 2/3 of a cup of isopropyl alcohol, because I estimated it was about a cup of water and I think half a cup of pea, so it'd be a cup and a half. And so maybe this isn't quite half, but we'll see if that's enough. But I do see some separation. One of the things too, they said shine a flashlight through it and it should be able to see the cup a little bit more. That's not kind of. This is one of those where in person you might be able to see it better. And so I'm going to see if I can add my phone flashlight to it, and if that helps any. Oh, I can't turn it on. Okay, welcome back. And it does say to wait for a few minutes, and it says, it doesn't say how many, but that you should start to see white strands appear in the layer of solution. And again, I'm in person seeing it. It looks almost like when you add like bad milk to coffee, how it starts to you get little chunks on top, it looks like that as well. And with any luck, we'll be able to, oh yeah, I am able to see some white strands here. And you can kind of see from the top maybe a little bit better. But you can see that sitting in the middle of the solution. I'm going to give it a little more time and come back, and then we should be able to take a toothpick and pull some of those strands. We'll just see if that's possible. So it is 9:46, a couple more minutes, and we'll come back and check on it and see where it's at. Floating in the water. And again, if I can get my camera going better, you can kind of stirring around some of it. See if this will come out just on the side. But yeah, that's kind of what they look like. So that has been, here's a side view of it as well. Again, it looks more like curdled milk or anything, but that's those are the DNA strands. And let's see if we can just zoom in a little bit. You can't really see it real well, but you can see it kind of squiggly towards the bottom. All right, that's our pea experiment.